그대는 나란 사람 모르죠. 그대는 아무것도 모르죠. 누군가 사랑을
Candace, wake up! We're reviewing Secret Garden.
5 more minutes!
Hi everyone, welcome to the K-Drama Cafe.
Your place for all the latest, greatest K-drama reviews, countdowns, and more. I'm Candace.
And I'm Susan.
And today we'll be reviewing
Secret Garden! Yay!
If you're new to our channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to click that bell so you don't miss out on any of our new videos.
Are you ready, Mom?
I'm ready.
Let's get dramatized! In Secret Garden, Joo Won, played by Hyun is a rich, handsome CEO.
Who is prideful, arrogant, and rarely ever challenged.
Things in his life are turned upside down when he meets ultra-cool stunt woman Gil Ra Im, played by Joo Won.
Will he be able to win her over?
Or will his pride get in the way?
Will she be able to overcome her prejudices?
Things take a fantastical twist and Freaky Friday antics ensue when their two worlds collide. So Mom, why are we watching Secret Garden today even though it's a show from 2010?
It was our very, very first drama we have ever watched, the K-dramas.
Yes. It was the very first one we ever saw. We saw it on Netflix out of nowhere and we just decided to check it out one day and
it was amazing.
We watched the whole thing in 3 days.
I could not believe how exciting it was.
It was very exciting. It was very different than anything we'd seen.
We've never seen anything like this before. You have to realize we've never seen a K-drama before.
Exactly.
Ever.
There were lots of, you're a Hallmark Channel fan. She was.
Well, I like the love, the Cinderella type stories, and
just the easygoing
love
stories. But this was fantastic, and it was just enough. We really enjoyed it.
It was so romantic and so sweet.
You know, you might think this is just a typical show, but this was a very iconic show for the time. It's very iconic there.
Very much so. A lot of people, when we've looked at their comments or reviews on the show, people are just now watching it for the first time in 2019 and saying, where has this been and how come I didn't see this sooner?
Because it's an amazing show. And his sparkly jacket in the show, which
you'll
get to know. You'll get to know the sparkly jacket, I promise.
이 옷 진짜 비싼 거야. 너 진짜 또라이지?
They make fun of it in so many other shows.
In so many other dramas. The music is in so many other dramas as, just to make a parody or to just, reference it because people still know it and people still love it.
I even love it to the point where I watch it again.
Yeah.
I turn it on sometimes just when I'm walking around the house. I'll just flip it on so I can just see the characters and hear the music.
Exactly.
And it's fun.
My brother watched the whole thing and didn't complain.
He loved it.
It was a love story and he didn't care. He watched it and enjoyed it.
It was cool.
Now we can't talk about Secret Garden without talking about Secret Garden's screenwriter Kim Eun-suk.
She wrote Descendants of the Sun. She also wrote Gentleman's Dignity.
Heirs, Goblin.
Mr. Sunshine.
Mr. Sunshine, and that just came out last year. It's on Netflix.
And a new one coming out in 2020.
The King, the Eternal Monarch. That'll be starring Lee Min-ho and Ji Eun-tak from Goblin.
It's going to be an exciting one to watch. We've got it on our list.
Yes, we have it on our list.
So let's talk about the story.
All right. Well, it's your typical rich guy, poor girl
story. It's like a Cinderella story.
Well, kind of like a Cinderella story. If Cinderella just, stayed as a
little bit like Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice mixed with Cinderella.
Mixed with a little bit of a Cinderella because he's rich, she's poor.
Mixed with Freaky Friday.
With a freaky,
Talk
about a good storyline.
Talk about a good storyline.
There's
it's
a lot
very
mixed
interesting.
in there.
Pretty much.
It starts off slow.
Starts off a bit slow and very typical. He's very rich. He's being set up with these other rich women because his mom is forcing him to get married.
You see him driving in with his rich car to his rich house.
Yeah, all of that.
But they have to introduce the characters.
Everybody bowing to him at his store because he's the president of a big mall, and he doesn't take elevators. So
mysterious of like,
Mysterious.
why doesn't he take an elevator? Let's talk about the lead actress.
Yes, Joo Won playing Gil Ra Im. Just such a good job, really.
Very, very good job.
I mean, her character is a stunt woman. Like, flips around on the wires and does all the sword fighting, and a very different type of character. You don't really see a lot of that. Stunt woman! That was pretty cool. We thought that was really neat.
We thought that was really, really neat.
And, you know, through...
Then how can this rich guy fall in love with a stunt woman?
We don't really know. And that's what the story tells us. That's what the story tells us. So they meet each other. He just totally falls for her. And he doesn't realize why he's intrigued by her so much, because she's absolutely nothing of what his list is.
It's a mystery why he likes her. He says, how can I like this poor girl?
The whole story is just really good. And of course, the Freaky Friday moment, which we don't consider a spoiler because it's in the synopsis, when they switch bodies.
It's hilarious.
It's absolutely hilarious.
I did not read the synopsis. So I had no idea that was coming. And when I saw that, I went, oh! I just was freaked. I was freaked.
I had seen it and I was waiting for it, and it doesn't happen right away. You're worried, kind of, well, how are they, you know, they're so different, and how are they ever gonna really understand each other and where they're coming from?
They start to understand each other from the Freaky Friday point of views. And it brings them closer, and there's reasons way behind it that you find out later in the story.
And so it's really, really fun. It's a fun fantasy, Freaky Friday, Pride and Prejudice love story. Very good.
And then they add in all these other characters, which really enhances the story.
Oh, absolutely.
It makes it really, really
because
precious.
You not only have the main storyline, you have these other side stories going on.
She was very enamored with Asuka.
She was very enamored with Asuka because
the idol.
She was the fangirl for him. The story between Asuka and ensue was amazing. It was very good.
So the side characters really enhanced the whole drama.
A lot of times you'll get a show and you're like, why are they even in the show? Why? It was a very good addition to the
and
stories.
The actors were excellent.
Oh, absolutely.
In that, they really portrayed a good, excellent acting job.
Hyun as Asuka was really good. He really played.
He was a fun-loving
idol, and
he was getting older, so they throw that in there,
But it was so sweet.
But he still was so good.
It was so sweet, and so we really enjoyed them as outstanding side characters.
What do you think we should give this?
I don't know. What do you think we should give this? This is an absolute must-see, essential drama.
It's my favorite drama, and it could be because it's the first one we saw, but it still ranks way up there, and it's well worth the watch.
Very much worth the watch. Well, that's it for Secret Garden. Thanks for watching.
And if you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Comment below and let us know your thoughts on Secret Garden and any other dramas you want us to review.
And if you haven't seen Secret Garden yet,
what are you waiting for? Get dramatized!
Now, did I have a Kleenex in my hand? I don't remember.
Did I have this? I'm trying to think.
You're doing good.
Well, that's it for Secret Garden.